the Triumph Spitfire. It's a name that resonates with car enthusiasts even today. This small, nimble roadster embodies the spirit of British sports cars. It's about affordable fun, it's about the open road, and it's about a time when cars were full of character. The Spitfire, with its distinctive design and lively performance, captured the hearts of many. The Spitfire wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It said you enjoyed driving, it said you appreciated style, and it said you didn't need a massive engine to have a good time. The Spitfire proved that less could be more. It's a testament to the ingenuity of British engineering, and it remains a beloved classic to this day. The story of the Spitfire begins in the 1950s. Post-war Britain was a time of austerity. Resources were scarce and the economy was struggling. But amidst these challenges, a desire for affordable sports cars emerged. Triumph, a marque with a rich history, recognized this desire. They wanted to create a car that was both stylish and attainable. The task fell to Standard Triumph's Walter Belgrove. He was a talented engineer. His mission was to design a car using existing Triumph components. The goal was to minimize costs. The result was a lightweight, agile roadster. It was based on the chassis of the Triumph Herald Saloon. The Spitfire was born. The first Triumph Spitfire, the Mk1, debuted in 1962. Its sleek, low-slung design was an instant hit. It featured a distinctive front end. The headlights were set back into the bonnet. This gave the car a charming, bug-eyed look. Power came from a small but peppy 1.1-litre engine. It wasn't fast, but it was fun. Over the years, the Spitfire evolved. The Mk2 arrived in 1965 with a more powerful engine. It also had a revised rear suspension. The Mk3 followed in 1967. This version boasted a 1.3-litre engine. It offered even more pep. The Mk-IV brought significant changes in 1970. It had a completely new body style. The rear end was redesigned. This gave the car a more modern look. The final iteration, the Spitfire 1500, appeared in 1974. It featured a larger 1.5-litre engine. This gave it a much-needed boost in power. Refinement and innovation, a legacy of improvements. Throughout its production run, the Triumph Spitfire benefited from continuous refinement. Each new model brought improvements in performance, handling, and comfort. Triumph engineers were always looking for ways to make the Spitfire better. They focused on enhancing the driving experience. Early models were known for their lively handling, but they could be a bit rough around the edges. Later models addressed these issues. They featured upgraded suspension components and provided a more comfortable ride. The interior was also improved over time, becoming more ergonomic and driver-friendly. The Spitfire may have started as a budget sports car, but it evolved into a refined and enjoyable machine. Facing the headwinds challenges in the 1970s and 1980s. The 1970s and 1980s brought new challenges for the Triumph Spitfire. The global energy crisis led to a decline in demand for sports cars. People were more concerned with fuel economy. Stricter emissions regulations also posed problems for the Spitfire's aging engine. The once thriving sports car market was shrinking. Despite these challenges, the Spitfire soldiered on. Triumph continued to update the car. They introduced special editions and tried to keep it relevant in a changing market. But the writing was on the wall. The Spitfire was facing an uphill battle. Production finally ceased in 1980, marking the end of an era. An enduring legacy, the Spitfire's timeless appeal, the Triumph. Spitfire may have left production over 4 decades ago, but its legacy lives on. Today, it is considered a classic British sports car. It is admired for its timeless design, its engaging driving experience, and its affordability. The Spitfire's impact on the automotive world should not be underestimated. The Spitfire is a reminder of a simpler time. It represents a time when cars were more than just appliances. They were expressions of individuality and freedom. The Spitfire's enduring appeal lies in its ability to evoke these feelings. It's a car that puts a smile on your face, and that's why it continues to be cherished by enthusiasts worldwide.